I feel like, and it's okay, I feel like Jerome might be trying to tell us he's gay. It's all the sexual jokes that he makes.
What do you mean?
Like, you wouldn't suck a zombie's dick if it meant that you be a zombie? It was funny because I was watching. I started watching the podcast like an hour ago, and I was like, I go, hey, maybe he's trying to tell us he's gay or something like that.
What if I am?
I said it's totally fine. I'll still be your friend.
I won't.
He's like, just not as close. I'll back a few feet away. Well, so would you, if you got bit by a zombie and the only way to not be a zombie was to suck someone's dick and swallow some cum, you have to swallow. Would you do it?
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Would you know you're a zombie?
When you got bit by one, so you know there's a zombie apocalypse going on, and you know a zombie bit you, and it'll go away, and you won't become a zombie if you suck a dude's dick and swallow the cum.
I couldn't just milk a guy and then like shoot the shot.
Well, I guess you just have to swallow cum. I guess it's the cum that fixes you. So yeah, I guess you could do that. You could jerk him off and swallow it.
I like Hess being innovative on the jerk off.
He is. See, you didn't even think of that. You just said you're a zombie.
I just said no, I'd be a zombie. Hess is like, wait, is there a different way I can eat the cum?
Yeah.
I feel like I would chase somebody's.
Hess was like, can I use it as mayonnaise on a sandwich? Put some ham on there, some mustard and shit. Eat that. Would that count? And I think that would count.
He's like, wait, can I toast it?
I don't know. Would toasting it affect the stuff in the cum that makes you not a zombie?
On a brioche bun. Watch out now.
I have no idea what that is.
Me either.
A brioche bun?
Nope.
Is that a special kind of bread?
Yeah, it's amazing bun bread.
It's a bun bread.
When Chef Around comes back, we'll have to try some of that.
When's that? 2022.
I'll make you guys burgers.
Okay.
Like you're gonna physically make us burgers?
He's gonna kill us, turn us into burgers,
and then you'll eat us, or what?
I'll make you my famous.
Is someone coming over?
Hess breakfast.
Some
sandwich.
girl's diddling herself outside, so he's like, "Whoa, what's going on out there?"
I get the window open here.
You shouldn't look at people.
What's going on out there?
What the hell's going on down there? Everything all right?
She could be dead, even though
she's like probably rolling her eyes right now.
Josh! She's like, "What's going on down there?"
Well, I didn't hear anything when I asked the first time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Sean.
And how you doing, Sean? If you could change your name to anything, would you be Sean?
No, I think I'd be like Tyrone.
Tyrone. Okay.
For fuck's sake.
I like that.
I like that.
I like that name.
I like that. What's up, Tyrone? Would you talk different if your name's Tyrone?
Nah, dog.
Nah, man. I'd just be talking how I is.
Everything all right?
Nah, you know.
I changed my name to Hess as a bitch.
Wow. Would they legally let you do that? Like, if I wanted to make my name Hess as a bitch, would they go, no, you can't have bitch in your name?
I'm sure they wouldn't let you.
Who?
Because it's a government thing.
Yeah, you got to go to them. Don't you got to like plead your case of like why you?
They wouldn't let you put that on a license plate. So I don't know why they'd let you legally.
Because it's like 45 letters.
Well, but even if you couldn't put bitch on a license plate.
You can change your name to fuck, F-U-K or whatever.
Yeah, but that's different. So would I have to?
Fuck's different.
Would I have to be
bitch?
like Hess is a B-I?
Itch.
Yeah, so
like
make it spelled. How do you spell bitch differently so it's okay?
B-I-A-T-C-H.
You should start the process and just take Pleeka along with you.
All right, and I'll try to change my name to Hess as a bitch. All right, I guess I'll have to be the fucking
could you imagine
dummy for this?
Sitting your mom down and saying, "So I did something."
You know, I gotta be honest. I don't think she would even have any reaction or care. If I was like, my name's now Hess is a bitch, she'd go, "Really? You're crazy."
Let me. All right, hey Jerome, come here.
I can't. I don't respond to that anymore.
Hess is a bitch,
that's my slave name. Now I'm Hess is a bitch.
Oh my god, your slave name.
Don't call me by my government name. I'm Hess is a bitch.
Yeah.
So what did you think of last week's podcast? We killed you. And now you're back from the dead.
Back from the dead. Hair's gone.
Yeah, your hair ate you.
Does that mean his hair threw him up?
Yeah.
and then died.
Yeah. That's what. He didn't actually get a haircut. The rest of it just fell off because it ate him.
Yeah. No, I had to kill it. I had to fight it back.
Oh, you had to fight it.
It was eating me alive, and I was like, "Look, bitch, this ain't happening. Not today." That's what I said to the hair god. Not today.
Oh my god, he just turned into like Arya. What do you say to the hair of God? Or the god of hair, the hair of God.
I really see at a moment like this. I really wish we were good at animating and just have Hess battling his hair like with his sword and go, "Not today, hair god."
I don't know why you say we are good at animating. You would.
Well, like if we could
Hey,
get together.
we could be great at it. You don't know that.
Yeah, what if
that's true.
What if Nicky's was playing Madden? He's like typing away, animating.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna happen.
So how far did you get into the last podcast?
Honestly, probably about like 7 minutes or so.
Okay, so I don't. We came up with a Christmas gift for you on the podcast.
I didn't get that far.
Yeah, we've actually right before we said we thought Hess isn't gonna make it this far.
You know what's funny?
What?
I don't remember any of it.
Really?
Like he started talking about the zombies. And I was thinking in my head, oh yeah, we did talk about that. And then you bring up that, I was like, I have no idea what you're talking.
Do you remember when we used the soundboard to have Abby finger Hess's butthole?
Yeah, because you talked about it like 3 times during the week.
Yeah, we kept doing it.
Yeah.
Did you like all the soundboard clips I had of you?
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, I got a couple of.
You probably jerked off to it.
There's a couple that I had to not put on there because they seemed like they aren't racist, but they seemed very racy. So I was like, I probably shouldn't have that on there.
Yeah,
But you
good.
did.
Thanks for
I have one of you. You called some dude a jick. And
A what?
A jick. And Nick was like, "What is that?" And you're like, "I don't know. I tried to say Jew and dick. It came out as jick."
Yeah.
It was.
Yep.
I thought it would take a lot of work to get soundboard clips of Hess. Literally
no.
one video, and I had like 20.
I mean, I don't know why you're surprised.
I was like, "Oh, that's an older than playing call," because I wanted one because he was here talking into these mics, so it was like nice and clear. And then I was like, "Wow, people shouldn't be watching this video."
Honestly, half the reason I wanted him to get Cold War is so if we played zombies, we could make a video of it because he'd be.
Yeah, he would be so crazy in zombies.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
There'd be so many things coming out of his mouth.
There'd be a lot of bleeps.
Yeah.
A lot of
Lots
bleeps.
of bleeps. Well, maybe one day I'll come over and I can just play on one of your accounts. And
You could play in Angela's room on her Xbox.
You ain't playing on my account, motherfucker.
yeah,
You could ruin Angela's KD.
this is true.
So did anything interesting happen in your guys' weeks?
Fuck, I don't remember the last podcast. You gonna ask me about my week?
I'm gonna retell it to you. You didn't really seem to have any reaction, but I'm gonna tell us. So me and Taylor every night we walk Joey. We've been trying to walk him earlier because it gets really cold outside.
Yeah.
But the other night we were walking him, and this car sped past us. They were honking their horn the entire time and swerved and went down the road. We were like, okay, we should kind of wrap up this walk because they're being crazy out here. And then all of a sudden, we like crossed the street later on, and we're heading back home. All of a sudden, they're coming from the same exact direction they came from before, straight at us, honking their horn, driving, swerved at us, then swerved away, then swerved back at us, then drove off, honking their horn. And we were like, okay, we got to get the fuck off here. And then once we got home, they drove past our house, honking their horn for like hours. Just kept driving by, honking their horn.
Really?
Yeah, and we're like, what the fuck is going on? And they just kept doing it.
But weren't they just driving like they didn't know you were at this house?
We don't know.
Yeah,
They
were
seem
just
to particularly be interested in us.
Because you were out, no one else was. Yeah,
but they just kept doing it. Yeah, and we were like, what the fuck? Have you noticed too? There's been so many people like, it sounds like street racing around here. Have you heard any of that?
No, but people do race down this street.
We hear it a lot. Like not particularly. It sounds more over there. But like early in the morning, I hear a lot of like cars rubbing. It sounds like it goes on forever. But late at night, you hear them speeding, going on forever, and then inevitably, like 30 minutes later, you hear cop sirens.
Well, you know what's funny too is, people do speed down this road quite a bit, and I've noticed a lot of cops down this road all of a sudden.
Yeah.
This morning I went for a walk and there was a motorcycle cop, and he wasn't parked on the like the road is straight down this way. There's no roads going, crossing on the right side, but on the left side there is. At first he was on the left side, and then he just like pulled up in someone's driveway and sat there and was like clocking people.
Oh. Are they allowed to do that? Can they sit in your driveway and clock people?
Why couldn't they?
Well, it just seems weird that they can sit in your driveway.
Yeah, I don't know. There might be a loophole. I don't know.
Like, could you be like, hey, can you not be in my driveway?
I'm sure you could tell them to get off your property.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because it is your property, right?
Yeah, probably. But why would you care? You don't want people speeding down the fucking.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
I
but-
was hoping he was gonna pull people over. I was like, go get him.
Oh, you wanted to? You're like, hey,
Yeah.
can I sit in here with you? Can I watch?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they don't have speed bumps down that road.
No, they
It's
put
such a
one in like
long-
across the street, but I don't know why they don't have one there.
It's such a long straight shot. Like you'd think they put speed bumps in.
Well, I think it's because they consider it like a halfway, like,
But
serious road.
Two over to the west has speed bumps. The street that you can take straight to QT, that has speed bumps on it.
No, it
If you're
doesn't.
going west,
Does it?
Yeah, it
No,
does.
just the side streets in the middle have it. Like the ones going to that street do, but I don't think that one doesn't. It used to be
I'm
right
pretty
before.
sure that one does. No,
No, and neither
I could
does
be completely wrong,
and neither does Grover's. But the ones in between do, which I don't know.
Yeah.
Who cares? You can
Which
go
is
right in the
weird,
middle of
yeah.
those fucking things.
well,
Yeah,
I know,
that's
but
true.
I just, you know,
I'm surprised there's not more dead people around here.
You know what I always want to do? If I'm walking and someone's going like 90 down the street,
Mm-hmm.
I always take a step towards the street.
Yeah, see, I don't, because I feel like they're just gonna hit me.
But see,
But I've seen you do that, even like walking into stores. You know what this guy does? You know how like normally like a car will drive right past you as you're walking into a store, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" He'll walk into the car.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
He does. I've seen him do that more than I can count on my hands. He'll just walk. One time he walked into they're like right face to face with the guy in the car, like the driver's side door in the window, and they looked at each other, and the car drove off. Then we just walked into Best Buy as if nothing happened, and I was like, "What the fuck?
I hate
Who
that
am I
shit.
with right now?"
I hate that shit.
Yeah, I can tell.
Fucking bugs me. Just fucking stop.
Although I should be complaining because I've been hit in parking lots
Yeah, this
several times.
motherfucker, he's been ran over like 8 times.
I've been hit by at least 3 or 4 cars.
what the fuck are you doing?
I'm just walking. I'm walking here.
He doesn't pay attention to where he's going.
I just walk and they hit me. One time my mom was yelling at this girl, cursing her out. She hit me and just sped off. Knocked me right on my ass in Safeway. Or not in Safeway, in the parking lot. She wasn't driving around inside
She was
the
going
store.
like 4 miles an hour.
And then I guess more on the car's defense. After we went into Safeway, Mom got me this Listerine spray, and I was trying to open it while we were outside. We were waiting for you to come pick us up to get groceries, and I went and shot it right into my eyes and started screaming, and I couldn't see. All in the same day.
Fuck.
Why are you trying to Listerine? Like,
Well, it was like
spray your
mouth. It was like mouthwash. Like you'd spray it and it tasted like all minty. So I was like, oh, and I love mint. So I was like, oh, cool, I'll get that. And then I couldn't open it, and I sprayed it right in my eyes.
Do you think it was mints for your eyes?
No,
Oh.
I thought it was supposed to be for my mouth, but then it really burned.
You
Yep.
should have tried it on your wiener.
No, have you ever put like icy hot on your wiener or anything?
Not on purpose.
Yeah, I haven't on purpose either. Have you, Hess? It burns.
No.
You should try. Do you have any right now?
Yeah, you should try
You
some
can put it
now.
on right now. We'll see how far we can get into Fargo, but until it burns.
I don't have any.
Just come tell Abby to start like holding a lighter to your wiener. Then
Jesus.
Okay.
we'll see how long that burns.
Okay.
Has Abby played the new Crash Bandicoot, Hess?
I had bought it for her, but she has yet to play it.
Oh, I just got it yesterday. I started playing. I actually filmed a little video in it, but that game's hard as fuck. It's almost annoyingly
She-
hard.
She loves the other one, the last one that came out or whatever.
Like it was like the trilogy of them or whatever.
Yeah. But she hasn't played the new one yet.
Yeah, I got.
Well,
I almost
well,
bought Cyberpunk today.
Oh, really? I like pre-ordered it.
No, it didn't come out today.
Thought it comes out on
The
Friday.
9th.
I was on Friday.
Comes out the 9th or 10th, whatever.
Yeah,
Depending on where you live, yeah.
I would totally play. That game looks so much fun.
But I don't know. I just didn't feel like it.
I think we could do almost endless videos in that if we got that game.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Especially just us hanging out with Keanu Reeves, chilling.
I don't know if I want to put myself through that with you.
What do you mean?
I think
you
I'm
know
gonna
what I
get
mean.
it for her. I'm gonna get it because I think Abby will really like it because she loves playing GTA.
We could all play that together, right? If we had it, can't you like do the campaign together? I think you
I
can.
have.
That'd be
Well, yeah, that'd be
that'd be
cool.
kind of
Sure.
fun.
I don't know. I figured I wouldn't play it much because all my fucking time goes into Madden and Call of Duty. So.
I think if you got it, like if you started playing, I think you'd play that a lot. I think you would like it as much as you like Far Cry.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Like when I first heard about the game and saw the trailers and shit, I was like, oh, this totally seems up your alley.
Oh, really? Maybe
Mhm.
I never watched enough trailers.
Did you ever watch that one I sent you with Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
Like him doing like the voice acting and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool how much they have like he's actually involved in the game.
I think that's the only reason I had any inkling into getting it.
Oh, really?
Because I don't know anything about the game.
Hmm.
Well, except what you've told me, and you've told me a bit. But
Mhm.
I don't want to...
I bought her.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. I don't have anything in the news to say.
I'm changing the subject. So
Okay.
go.
No, go for it.
I was just gonna say I bought her the new Tony Hawk, or well, it's the Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remastered or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's been playing that thing like a fucking madman.
Yeah, no, I see you all the time. It'll pop up like at like 12 o'clock at night or 1 in the morning. House of Hess is online. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's probably Abby. Then it's playing Tony Hawk. I'm like, that's definitely Abby. That's not Hess.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Can you imagine him being like, I don't want to play Cold War, but I'm going to go in here and play Tony Hawk?
Yeah, no,
So funny.
definitely not. Definitely not.
Part of me wants to play something new, and part of me just wants to keep doing what I'm doing. So I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on it.
Well, kind of you are doing something new because you're playing zombies for the first time. I mean, not the very first time, but like getting into it for the first time.
I am getting into it for the first time. It's weird.
Yeah, it is kind of, because I'll walk out there and you'll be playing, yeah, I got this much camos and zombies, and I was like, I got to get my gun gold before he does.
And you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't have you do a gold gun before me and zombies.
That'd be like you doing a gold gun before me in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun, and I like. It's repetitive.
I'm with you. Like, it's always been fun to play zombies. I've always played. Like, I probably would play a lot still. But the fact that I can unlock stuff for online does give you that. Like, oh, now I can go for something in zombies.
Yeah, no, that's
especially because before, like, to do the Easter eggs and shit, just like doing shit in Destiny, you gotta have people. So I'm playing by myself. You can do it by yourself, but it's almost impossible.
Yeah, like, I mean, and it's funny, and I like playing with I just played a game before we came in here. I got a fucking sniper with no scope. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then, but I packed a punch it, and I was like,
which I did
got
use.
a couple kills.
I used that 50 cal you're telling about. I got it from the box. Holy shit, that thing is shitty.
Yeah,
it's awful.
I was using it in multiplayer, so try that.
Yeah, I've heard it's good in multiplayer.
Not with me shooting it. I'm more of a pistol guy, you know that.
Yeah, or Tomahawk.
Yeah.
Every fucking game I play with him, and we're running, and I just hear past my head because he's always throwing a Tomahawk. Every time we run past the spawn, you just hear.
I'm pretty good with it though.
Yeah, there's theater mode now, so he'll throw it, and then he goes into theater mode, and he tracks where it goes, so that way he can figure out the right area to throw it at.
You know what the problem is, though? I haven't really done that. I've done it like
Not
once
as
or
much in
twice.
this one?
Like, I was doing it on Nuketown. I've never been good at throwing it on Nuketown because I always throw it too far. But yeah, I'll throw it at the beginning of the game, and then I'll play 3 more games, and then forget which game I threw it in the beginning, and then just be like, fuck it, and then not do it. But eventually I'll do it. But I enjoy the Tomahawks. Tomahawks and pistols, that's me.
Yeah,
and then get mad that I'm negative.
You have thousands and thousands of videos on your YouTube channel from back in Black Ops 1.
Across the map, throws, yeah.
And I know what your favorite one was.
Which one? Oh, the one where I killed you?
Yeah. He randomly threw a throwing knife. I don't know. I think we were either in a private match. We were doing something. And I'm climbing out of a window, and I get hit with the throwing knife. And I didn't know it was random. And he's laughing and cackling and calls me out there. And he throws it from like miles away, and it hits me as I'm climbing out a window. I wonder if I could find that and put that in here.
I don't know.
I'm sure you could if you dedicated enough time.
You have a lot of videos, but I think you named it like Omar Little Killing Lemon Wiener.
I think so. Because back then, like I didn't even fucking know anything about YouTube, but like you could just upload it. So I was like, I would just upload it straight from Call of Duty.
Your YouTube channel was Call of Duty and 101 Motherfuckers.
Yeah,
that's all it was.
That's the best video ever.
And St. Ides.
Yeah,
that's true.
You used to have like drunk dice shit too, but then you had to take those down.
No, I just put those on MySpace.
We had a few on there.
We put them on MySpace.
I know. I think you did both though, because I think one of the Steve ones, like Steve the Third.
I think I uploaded one on YouTube. I think it's still there, maybe.
I remember there's so many drunk dice games now that they just clearly rip you guys off.
Yeah.
Like we went to what's it called? What's our store at the
Spencer's?
Yeah, we went to Spencer's. They had it in like the same exact tubes they used to sell them in. We opened it up, and the rules were exactly the same. I started taking pictures and sent it to him, and he was like, "What the fuck?" And it was like the same exact game that they made up and had a website for, and they were selling the games and all this shit. Same thing.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, they used to.
It was when we were hanging out with Davis a lot. So I was working
for a living.
Wow, man, I've been working in the same place for 20 years. So, but my wife was the EXA at 35th and Greenway, or 35th and Union for Davis.
Okay.
To fucking drink like fishes, and we just made up a big game.
Yeah.
I just made it up.
They just made up. It's called Drunk Dice.
Well, I mean, I think like you'd roll dice, and then based on what it did, you would then drink. But then we started making rules and adding dice. And it just got crazy.
there was a hat you had to wear that looked like a pig.
Yeah, there was you'd have to do beer bongs and shit. It got pretty fucking crazy.
Nice.
I've only played that once, and I barely understood the rules.
See, I used to film everybody.
I think Nima still has a copy of the game.
I used to film everybody and then make fools out of them afterwards.
Maybe we should bring Drunk Dice back.
Oh my god!
And have Hess come over, me, you, Hess, a couple, and play Drunk Dice, and you can start making the videos again.
Jesus. Well, but the funny, and then eventually everybody had like their own little video, and then they realized that I didn't have a video, and then I got fucking hammered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that they were like, "Hey, why don't let Angela film this night?"
Yeah, and they're like, "Hey Nick, drink. Hey Nick, drink. Hey Nick, drink."
I believe that night we stayed the night there because you were so fucked up, and then the mom was fucked up too.
Yeah, I don't know if that would have mattered back then.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
But I think you were like gone. I remember you sleeping like on their couch.
It's happened.
You know what?
He slept on my couch before.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got pictures of that.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about going to their house is when Steve had like that early cut of Halloween, the Rob Zombie one, and like all the music was different, all that stuff. But I sat down and watched it. Taylor and then Bo and Lex all them ran away and were playing something. I watched the whole movie and I loved it. I was like, wow, this is really good. And then when it came out, we bought it and I wanted to watch it. And I was like, wow, this is so different. And it was like completely different than the version I saw at his house.
I remember.
And it was such a letdown.
I used to go to his house in the mornings before work and play him in Madden.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
I did not know
he
that.
liked Madden. He wasn't very good though. That was fun.
Yeah, it used to be the Pee Holes.
Yeah, that was their band.
I remember them.
I never.
Wasn't there that other overnight guy that he was in it, or he?
Yeah. He was like their drummer, but then they kicked him out a couple times. And
what was that guy's name that Mom used to work with that sang that Dawn song? Yeah,
Kyle.
Because I found just a clip of that, and when I played Until Dawn, I put part of that in my Until Dawn videos because I was like, that fits perfect. And then it was stuck in my head, and I couldn't figure out how to find it. And then I found some old Stuntmania videos that had that in it for like 10 seconds.
I think I'm still friends with him on Facebook, but his name was Kyle.
He was the guy, when the street sign fell on my head and I had to go get stitches in my head and all that, he told me to call Taylor when I was at my mom's work that night and like act retarded and be like, yo, I'm now, like this sign fucked me up. And I was like, no, I can't do that to her because she was freaking out. But he wanted me to do that to Taylor.
Cool.
Mind you, he would have been like, hey, just call Taylor and act like me.
Yeah.
Cool guy.
Definitely. He would have fit in their cool guy club very easily.
Yeah.
Did you watch Saturday Night Live this week?
I watched not all of it, but Abby said I saw the best skits.
I really like the, what was it? It's not
The
Stan.
Stan?
Yeah, but that one with Pete Davidson and Eminem.
I saw that like on TikTok and Twitter like right away. Like
Yeah. I saw Eminem respond to it, and then I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I watched it, and he's at the end, and like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, the reason you didn't watch Weekend Update, did you? See, I didn't think the episode was that good. Which I love Jason Bateman.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, I love Jason Bateman. I didn't think it was that funny.
I've heard it, like, everyone's like, oh, wow, Jason Bateman in the back, and like, they loved it.
Yeah,
Abby said it was probably the best one this year. She said the best one this season.
Oh, wow.
Oh, fuck! Really?
So I don't watch that shit. So
I was like halfway in. I'm like, oh, this is kind of sucks. But
yeah, I don't watch the full episodes unless it's like John Mulaney hosting it. Then I will, someone like that.
Yeah, like he hosted like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
But I'll always watch like the clips on YouTube, especially if Pete Davidson's in it.
Well, the only reason I brought it up, there was a Weekend Updates thing. They have this girl that comes on and acts like a teenager YouTuber, and she reviews movies. And obviously, she hasn't been doing that because there's no new movies.
Right.
But I was watching it at the gym because one, I work at 3:00 in the morning on Sunday, so I can't watch it live. And then two, we don't have NBC currently.
Yeah, they just said, you don't have it anymore.
Yeah, no.
So I'm like, what the? So I was like, all right, well, it's on Hulu. I'll watch it at the gym. So I was watching it, and then so the girl comes on, and she has this big thing about Silence of the Lambs, and she talks about Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, she said, what did she say about his dancing? His dancing was lit or something like that?
His dancing was fire.
Fire, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell him I like him. He likes the chase.
Yeah, it was actually really funny. Well, it was so random, and the fact that he talks about Buffalo Bill all the time was pretty funny.
Yeah, only because of Pleeka's picks, though. If it wasn't for the Team Buffalo Bills, I probably would have never mentioned
You're
it.
gonna be in a dilemma this week, pal.
I gotta be honest, I don't think I will be.
We'll see, pal.
It'll just be like, okay, I picked this team.
All right, we'll see.
Should we get into Fargo? Hey, that's Canadian. Don't you know we should talk about Fargo?
We can.
Does
seems
that
distracted.
mean you don't want to? Well, he's looking at the dick pics I sent him.
Oh.
Make sure you look at image number 3. I put a little hat on it for you.
Thanks, buddy. I was looking at I got an email from work.
Yeah. Work.
Well, your work.
Yeah.
He has to finger it first.
Working on my dick pics for Hess.
All right. First of all, what did you like about this episode? Or did you like this episode?
I like this episode was all right. I was kind of disappointed that there was a time jump. I was like, oh, okay.
The whole fucking year, too.
Yeah, I was like, that's a little strange.
He just turned into
It was definitely
a whole fucking year too.
Don't you know they jumped a year? But I was like, that just seemed a little odd to me to do that, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
Makes sense to me.
Like it just seems weird to like, oh, now you got to jump a year, and of course now they figure out shit in a year or whatever. But like it makes sense that they had to because the case seemed closed. Like, what are we gonna do? But I didn't expect that. It kind of threw me off a little bit.
Watching the episode, I was excited going into it, and then it ended, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Nothing happened.
Yeah, it was kind of a.
Like I don't remember thinking that the first time I watched it.
I feel like because the last two were so good, and then you have to have this to set up the next two.
Yeah.
So it made sense for it to be planned. But
Like it wasn't. Don't get me wrong. There was nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
It's just that.
I mean, this episode was better than the last, like 6 of the night of.
Wasn't there?
Like 100%.
I mean, probably.
I couldn't remember how many episodes are in it. So
I don't think there's 6.
But then there's at least
Maybe.
8. There's 8 or 10. So.
Oh, is there?
And like the first 2 were good.
It's 8 episodes, yeah.
Yeah. He knows his limited miniseries. Which that reminds me. Are either one of you gonna watch that Bryan Cranston one on Showtime? Started last night.
We should have watched it and done videos on it, you bitch.
Well, we stick in. The day's not over.
It's pretty near.
Yeah, it's almost over.
Pretty near.
But it doesn't matter. We can watch it whenever.
Yeah, I got a notification that Shameless and that came out as I was going to bed, and you guys were just got done watching Shameless. I'm like, thanks, Showtime.
It was they had to rewrite the entire season of Shameless because COVID, and they had all ready to film and all shit, the whole season written out, and then redid it for that. And it was weird. Like you can't tell, but most of the sets, like even outside, they had to build the sets because they didn't know if they could fly to Chicago and film. Because they film.
Oh, they film in Chicago.
They film all their indoor stuff in LA and sets, and then anything outside they film it actually in Chicago, because that's where the show takes place.
I didn't know that.
But I was like, couldn't tell. I was like, I think they filmed this on an actual set, and then I saw some behind the scenes stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, they did. That's kind of cool.
I saw the one time I was in there was guys that all had masks on, so I thought they incorporated COVID.
Yeah, they did. It was pretty cool though.
All right, so before we get started,
Yeah.
next week, do you want to watch both episodes?
Oh yeah. Do you want to watch the last 2 together, and we'll talk about them next week?
Oh, sure.
So I thought, and then the following week, then we start getting into our movies. We'll start with Fargo the movie, and we'll.
He's getting an itch for watching the movies. Actually, so am I.
Yeah.
Just to kind of mix it up.
Okay, whatever.
We'll get to watch Fargo. But I thought that plus,
I just thought we should mention it.
No, yeah. I was gonna mention that at the end of the episode, but that makes sense to do in the beginning too. I always do like though when we do these stuff to watch the last 2 together because they seem to fit in a lot of shows like that.
Makes sense.
So I like to do that. But
Abby went ahead of me.
really,
Yeah.
wow, that's funny. So she started like weeks after you, and then passed you already.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm just doing the one a week.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're in episode. We're going into 8 now. That's kind of surprising.
I take it she's gonna keep going.
I think we're going into 9.
Yeah, this is
9,
8. We're
10.
going into 9.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is she gonna go to season 2?
I don't know if she is.
Oh, because I mean, she can't be too far ahead of you.
She's
then.
gonna jump straight to 3 so she can see Knuckles.
Wrench.
Yeah.
Hess calls him Knuckles.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll start this. Lester. It starts out. Lester gets a new washer.
Oh yeah, it's this
He's
new
really-
cocky
he's
Lester is so weird.
Yeah. He's became the cool guy of the fucking Bemidji.
Yeah.
It's very odd. Like
It's because he got away with it.
yeah, but like not like it's just like it's so weird that he just instantly like, well, cool, I'm a cool guy, I got away with this. Whatever, no one can fuck with me anymore. Staples those kids together, gets a new washer. He's fucking
I know.
people's wives.
I mean, it took a little while
It
before him to get.
took like 4 minutes, and he was like, "I'm new, baby."
I mean, if you compare this Lester to the beginning Lester, yeah, but like it took them 7 episodes to
Yeah.
get there. You know what I mean?
The beginning Lester would have been afraid of this Lester.
Yeah, for sure. He gets
took fucking Hess's wife to Pound Town.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week. Yeah.
Even though he knew she wasn't getting the money.
Yeah. I was kind of like, I didn't know what his plan was with that. And then it was just like, oh, he had no plan. He just wanted to go fuck Hess's wife.
Yeah, he just wanted to fuck her. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta respect that.
Take a sip if you fucked Hess's wife.
Hess, stop drinking. What the fuck? Something wrong with you.
Thirsty, man.
And then he has a little talk with Kitty.
Oh, is that the girl's work?
No, that's the wife of his brother.
Oh, yeah. I thought he was going to end up sleeping with her, too.
Yeah.
The way they were talking, and she's like, anything I can do for you, Lester, and all that. I was like, what? Is he just going to bang everybody in this town
She
now?
kind of gave him a little kissy.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to put the hand on the back of the head and just going like, come on there.
Wow.
We know Hess's move now. He starts raising his hand to you. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa.
That goes back to that detachable penis thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else the fuck happened? Can't read my own notes.
Hess is dying over there. Abby, help! What would we do if Hess started choking on his drink there, and then he's just like, and he's falling over and choking on the floor? Like, would you call Abby, or what would you do?
Yeah, you have Abby's phone number, Dick.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked her. We'd call her.
I mean, when I stopped laughing,
Yeah,
I'd call
what do you
her.
think you do? You just fucking just be like, let me just fall over.
Well, I think at first I'd be like, is he joking around? And then he'd be like a couple seconds in, I'm like, oh no, he's not joking. And then I have
Yeah, when I'm turning purple.
Because in my imagination, you're doing that, and then you fall out of your chair. So I'm like, oh, he's joking. Because can't you see him doing that? And then be like, you fuckers didn't even call Abby to see if I was okay?
Yeah, kinda, but I also don't think he would think that far ahead.
Well, no, like, I'm thinking like he's trying to joke, and then it just happens. Like, he didn't purposely. Like, it's just like part of the experience. He just fell out of his chair.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, kinda see it, but kinda no.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm like,
Well,
on the
one day
fence.
you have to test us and see.
Okay.
I wouldn't test me. Oh, and then he takes all his wife's. Why is his wife's
Oh,
shit?
yeah, it smashes it into the trash can and all
Would
that.
you
That's
now
all.
see? That's I thought
That's
about
too
that.
far, just in case people come over and they're like, "Oh, you just got rid of everything."
Like, mom dies. I think I'm too lazy to get rid of all her shit.
100%.
Yeah, but you could just say, hey, I didn't want to see it. It kept bringing back memories.
Yeah.
So
That's
loud
true.
motorcycle.
And then he calls. Was it that episode or was it the one before? He's like, "Hey, I need you to come clean up my blood over here."
Oh, that was
Yeah.
the one before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of blood.
And then they hung up on him.
Yeah.
It's funny
I
how
don't know why
polite
he
they
didn't
are.
do that like 6 weeks ago.
They always make fun of Canadians for being polite, but these fuckers are polite.
Yeah, I feel like Canadians came into this town and just took over.
Well, I mean, it's
Pe-
very
peop-
close to Canada.
People think that they're from this is Minnesota, but really it's just Canadians.
I mean, they're touching each other physically.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what you did to Hess's wife?
Jesus. All right, so Molly lays it all out for Bill. She has the whole fucking map of what.
He's so annoying.
Do you see? I just ate an omelet. I'm trying to let it digest.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck.
But then she does all that shit for him, and he's just like, no, it's done. Like he's like, why are you even a cop in this town? You clearly don't want to do anything.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to. He's afraid. I don't know what he's afraid of, but
I feel like he doesn't want this town to look bad, so he's like, no, the case is done, we're good. Like he doesn't want, because he's like, oh, this happened like a couple episodes. He's like a shooting and this and that, like sheriff's dead, all this shit.
well, and he found the evidence, and then Lester told him what happened, so he thinks it's done. too.
Yeah, I
Like,
think it is partly he believes it, and partly he does want the town to look worse.
Yeah.
But I'm like, just stop being a cop.
He doesn't want to hear any of it.
Let's defund the police in Minnesota.
In Bemidji,
Yeah.
I don't think they're getting a lot of funds to begin with.
Maybe
I
that's the
feel like
problem.
that was a hot topic earlier this year.
Maybe. Then Mrs. Hess visits Lester at work.
Oh yeah, she brings thing 1 and thing 2 along.
Yeah. She has the 2 quotes. I wrote them down. I was picking pubes out of your teeth, and I let you come inside of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite quotes of the whole show.
And remember she had the other ones about kids being shits that she wouldn't flush or something? I don't remember. Those are pretty...
something like that,
She's
yeah.
had some good quotes in this fucking
Yeah,
show.
it's really weird seeing her in this because everything else I've seen her and a lot of the other stuff, she's like a really depressed mom, And like I'm pretty sure she's the mom in 13 Reasons Why, and her daughter like commits suicide.
Oh, really?
So it's just so weird to see her being like
I've seen
like,
another
cocky and bitchy and like.
I've seen another shit, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I've just seen her in a
think
few
she's in-
things like that.
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, really?
I think so.
No, she could be. I've never seen an episode.
Maybe that's our next show.
So the kids come after him and he staples their face.
Yeah, I did like that. That was like a Walter move.
Yeah, for sure. And then now you kind of
doesn't
see.
he do that to? Yeah, like I think it's the first episode when he like breaks the kid's leg and all that in that store when they're like making fun of his kid,
yeah.
of Walter Jr. getting jeans.
Yeah.
Reminded me of that.
Remember that time that guy made fun of you getting jeans?
For a second, I was like, did that really happen? That reminds me, Hess, you know how you sent me that TikTok about panties the other day?
Yeah.
We were at Winco.
How perfect was that?
That was. At Winco, I was looking at it. I was like, oh, Hess sent me a TikTok. I wasn't watching it yet. I just saw that he sent me one. And then my mom started walking forward. So I went with her. And you know the things that you weigh vegetables in?
They're
Yeah.
scales? Scales?
Yeah. The big metal scale. I went, ding, walked right into it.
Oh,
and it
that-
went, ding, around the whole store. And I was like, ow. Luckily, like only like 2 or 3 people saw. But
That's
fuck.
hilarious.
Walked right into the scale.
He has a lot of problems at Winco.
Yeah, did you
Yeah,
did you get far enough in the podcast where I started was complaining about Chipotle?
No, I did not.
The guy at Chipotle thought my name was Mahomes.
Patrick. He's like, I threw 50 touchdown passes last year.
He's like, which one of these bags is yours? And I'm like, Jerome. And he goes, Mahomes? I was like, no.
Yeah, Mahomes.
It's Hill.
Hill?
Tyreek.
You should have said, yeah, Mahomes.
I said, no, Jerome. And then he said something else. And I was like, whatever. And I grabbed my bag and I walked out. And I was like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Thinking
Yeah.
my name's Mahomes.
Why? But why get upset over that? He just mishurt you.
Because it happens all the time. It's not really his fault.
Because Jerome can't talk.
People think my name is all kinds of different things all the time.
So
Who
just
named
start
you?
talking to people.
Some
Start
dildo.
talking to people like they're idiots.
What?
I should, yeah.
Jerome.
I do remember one time, and I didn't mean to be rude, but then maybe this was the start of me being a dick. It was in like 2nd or 3rd grade. You had to bring me to the school, and we had to meet the teachers and all this stuff. And the teacher was
quite
like,
early.
"Hi, nice to meet you." Like blah blah blah. And I said, "I'm Jerome." And she goes, "Jerome, can I call you Jeremy?" And I go, "No." And she goes, "Oh, my bad. I'm sorry." But I was like, "Why would you call me Jeremy? My name's not Jeremy."
I got news for you. You were minus 6 months, and we went to your great grandma's house, and she asked what we're gonna name you, and I said Jerome, and she said, "Oh, after Saint Jerome," and I said, "Yeah."
Yes.
Not Jerome Bettis.
Not Jerome Bettis, so he could pick that and pick his picks later on in
not
life.
Jerome Bettis, Saint Jerome. And she goes, "Oh, will we call him Jeremy?" And I'm like, "No, because that's not his fucking name."
Oh, so yeah, you agree with me.
And then, are you gonna call him JT? No, because that's stupid too.
Start calling me JT. What's
That's
up, JT?
dumb. That's
J
dumb.
If
Tizzle?
anything,
Jay
you'd be
Tizzle?
JK.
No, his middle name's Thomas.
Yeah, you know what was
Yeah,
really
but you still
like
JK, motherfucker.
a couple years ago.
Then
wait-
he's just kidding.
Way too long into
know.
Macy and Chris's relationship. Chris goes, I have to ask, why do you guys always call him Tommy? And we were like, because my middle name's Thomas. And he goes, oh, that makes a lot of sense. And I was like, so for all these years, you've heard them call me Tommy, and you didn't know why they called me that? And he's like, no, not at all.
I mean,
I
we
think
call
I
you a lot of
asked
shit.
pretty soon after I.
Yeah, Hess asked the
kept
red.
hearing-
Chris went along for like 4
Yeah.
or 5 years.
Yeah, 'cause
I don't
kept
blame him
hearing
for that
Taylor.
because people are fucking nuts.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor does call me Pleeka the Pleeka and all that shit sometimes.
Yeah.
That's actually why we're called Pleeka.
Yeah.
Did you know that, Hess?
Yeah. You said it on the podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It was a fucking joke.
Yeah, we were changing the name because we didn't want it to be Not the Kings or something.
I want you to name it Pleeka.
And I was like, oh my god, that's a good idea.
And I'm like, oh, Jesus.
And I told
fucking
Taylor, and
Christ.
she was like, really? She was excited about that.
She's supposed to make the dolphin noise for us.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
when she used to do that all the time?
Yeah, it was funny. You know how I used to do that? And it'd gross out Mom.
Kinda.
One day I was doing that in here, and she thought Taylor was crying, and she's like, what's wrong? And I was like, what do you mean? I was just making noises.
You were just doing that randomly?
I was she bought me Fable 3 on Black Friday when it first came out. And I was in here, I was playing it, rocking back and forth in my gaming chair, just making that noise. I'm a psychopath, I think. I'm just going, just making noises playing
I might
games.
need a break.
Jesus.
I hope I was
Christ.
at fucking work. I would
but I was
beat your
doing that, and she
ass.
did that. But in the car the other day, me and Taylor were driving to the gym at night. She was like, hey, can you still do that noise? And I was like, yeah, and I did it. And she's like, how can you do that still so good? And I was like, it doesn't just go away. And she's like, well, if you don't do it for a while, it does. I was like, no. So I told her to do her dolphin, and she kind of did it, but she can't do her dolphin as good.
Mm-hmm.
And I was disappointed. I was like, I didn't know noises just go away.
That whole long story was for her not being able to do the dolphin noise anymore?
Hey, it's a podcast. You gotta tell long stories.
Just fucking with you, pal.
St. Louis.
Rams.
I'm gonna get St. Jerome shirt. I'm gonna see Rams St. Jerome.
This is an old ass shirt.
Yeah, you're an old ass dude.
Where were we?
Lester's
Picking
being naughty.
You ever pick pubes out of your teeth?
Only when I leave Hess's house.
Makes sense. So Key and Peele get sent to the file room.
It's so weird that they're in this.
I know.
It's so strange.
I totally forgot. Like when they popped up.
That's weird too that you would forget that they're in it.
Well, because to
me that'd be like forgetting Billy Bob Thornton's in it because like that's just like.
Well, I mean they're in 4 episodes.
Yeah. I mean and
they were in this episode for a second.
Well, they're in a little more than that because when they jump a year, they're in it. There's like a whole long scene with them when they find that picture he put up on the wall again.
Yeah. You getting cold there?
Oh, Hess is
a little bit.
Oh, he's doing the opposite of stripping.
Yeah, putting them layers on, bitch. Putting them layers on, bitch.
And then Billy Bob kills the cop in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Cop in the bathroom.
The one that's guarding Mr. Wrench.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then he's talking to him for a bit later on,
too. So,
no, because of you, I didn't. At first, I was like, oh, he's going to kill. I was like, no, he can't kill him because you told me he's in season 3.
Yeah, that was a bit of a spoiler.
Like,
did you think he's going to kill him? Because I know you didn't watch that far of the podcast. I mean, he's killed everybody else.
I did kind of think he was.
I think it's a left turn that he didn't kill him.
Yeah, and then he's like, if you're still feeling bad. So does Billy Bob... I'm going to call him Billy Bob Shorten. Billy Bob Thornton, does he show up in any other seasons?
Yes.
Really?
He narrates the beginning of season 1, I believe.
Season 1?
Season 2, sorry.
I was going to say, yeah, he's in season. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
I think it's season 2. Maybe it's season 3.
Only the opening, and that's the only thing?
I think so. And the only reason I know that is because Mima looked it up and texted me that. Because she's like, I thought that was Billy Bob.
You should have looked it up to hear his voice.
Well, she thought...
I feel like I would recognize that right away.
She asked me, and I'm like, I don't remember. Fuck.
Oh. She asked you when you were on, like, season 4?
Yeah. Yeah. So they have a welcome back party for Molly and Luz.
Oh, yeah. You could see the keg last episode. He's got a gun on it.
Yeah. The funny thing is I like when Bob Odenkirk comes over and he's like, it's everyone's back together. And,
and it's a whole big fit.
Well, except for, the husband.
Yeah.
Who got killed in episode 1. Oops.
Which was only like a couple weeks ago at this point.
Yeah. But I don't know. So I guess I don't remember her name, but Betsy Kettleman.
Mm-hmm.
I like her because she's not like... She's pretty positive considering that her husband got killed.
Yeah, surprisingly positive about that.
Yeah, and she's...
I feel like it maybe helps that she just had a kid. So someone to distract her and someone else to care for her and all that.
And then, like, Molly's gonna fucking tell her that, no, they got the wrong person.
Yeah, she's like, no, but you did everything. You did all the work.
And she's like, she's finally like, yeah, it's better off if I just...
She's like, in a year, you'll learn.
Yeah. Maybe.
Well, we'll figure out this case in a year.
Possibly. So then it shows Gus on patrol. He calls Molly.
And this is where their conversation fades away into the woods.
Yeah, he kind of invites her to the logging thing.
Which, by the way, I know last week I complained about the opening, but there's some scenes in this, especially him, like he gets in his car, he's doing this, he's sipping his soup or all this other shit. Well, it's so long. And then finally he picks up his phone and he's like, beep, boop, beep, beep,
I feel like this
beep,
episode
puts it on.
Filler.
Yeah, and then he called. I was like, why? Because I was watching it, and I was like, why is this so long? And then he called, and then it goes a year, and I was like, that was weird that was such a long scene.
I thought something bad was going to happen. Like,
so did I, because it was being dragged out. I thought, like... I thought Billy Bob Thornton was going to come up and shoot him, but then I was like, oh, he just calls her.
I think that's what they're doing.
Well, it's stupid. That's pointless.
Well, it made you think of
it. Because it didn't, but I was like, oh, nothing's going on here.
Well, I remember when it starts panning, I thought, oh, fuck. And then it just pans into him becoming a mailman.
You go like 6 miles down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's what he said he wanted to be, right? Was a mailman before?
Yeah.
So I don't know who aspires to be a mailman.
TT.
Really?
I don't know. He's a mailman. The first one I thought of.
Oh. I didn't know he was a mailman.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Who is?
Some guy that my dad used to be friends with.
Oh, they said TT. Did you say TT?
He wasn't. He wasn't related to him. I always thought they were related. I thought that was like his cousin or something.
Jesus, no, they're just friends.
Because they kind of looked alike, at least in my memory.
Just in your memory.
Like they seemed like similar.
I mean, they went to the bar.
I guess it would be like, yeah. So was he like your dad's Hess?
My dad's dad. His friend? Yeah. That's one way to put it.
All right.
Yeah, he was a wild card. He said some crazy shit back in the day.
Actually, yeah, it kind of did.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Would I have to bleep him out on a podcast?
No, it was the fucking 90s when I knew him.
But like right now, if we had him on the podcast right now,
yeah.
who do you think you voted for?
He didn't vote. There's no fucking way.
Is he still alive?
I think so. What is this fucking...
I don't know. I'm just curious. I haven't thought about him in ages.
I haven't seen him in ages.
How old is he now?
I don't know.
How do I find him?
up.
I can't look up TT.
Tom Welch, I believe.
Tom Welch? Why do they call him TT then?
I don't fucking know. He wasn't my friend.
Did you ever meet the guy? You say a word to him ever?
Yeah.
You should do some research now.
Tom Welling? He played Superman?
No one said Welling.
Isn't that what you said?
Welch.
Well,
Motherfucker.
Tom Welch. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna see what he looks like right now. See if I.
WELCH Welch.
How do you know?
Santa has no more about him than you.
He knows how to spell Welch?
Is he on Facebook?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Tom. Not
Jesus
Kavanaugh.
fucking Christ.
Well, not
I'm
Welling.
not Kavanaugh.
Tom Welch. There's a lot of Tom Welches. Would Mima be friends with him?
You looked him up on Facebook?
Well, how else am I gonna find him?
You're not gonna. Fucking Inspector Clouseau over here.
Inspector Gadget.
You inspected her gadget?
Did he have white hair?
No.
He didn't?
Maybe
In my memory,
gray.
I imagine a really big guy with the white hair, but I can only imagine him from the back.
Oh, what, did he have like a red sack?
No, he's not Santa Claus.
Oh, okay.
I really want
He had like 12 reindeer.
Do you think Mima has any pictures of him?
Like from back in the day?
From any time period, it doesn't matter. I just want to see him.
I'm
Like
sure
not the
she
20s
does.
because he wasn't alive. Why are you so infatuated with him?
I haven't thought about him, and now I'm curious. 'Cause
Curious?
I have an image in my mind's eye,
Yeah.
but I don't know what he looks like. Doesn't Hess looks like a baby that just put on like his dad's clothes right there? Doesn't he?
A little bit. It's like a floating head.
Daddy, look what I'm wearing.
You have like giant shoes on right now?
Yeah. Hey, girl. Hi.
Hess got sniped again. Hey, girl.
I think he's to the left.
Oh, the goddamn closet.
Okay, so Gus goes home to his new wife and pregnant.
Oh yeah, is
Wife.
he his girl and his wife's pregnant now?
Could they have picked an uglier girl to play that character?
Which one? The
They're talking
daughter?
about Molly or the daughter?
The daughter.
Wow, Hess is making fun of children.
You know who she looks like?
My dog, because she's named after him.
The guy who plays the new guy. That's who she looks like.
She does
The
not.
guy who plays the new guy. What does that mean?
He's the guy that arrests Badger in Breaking Bad.
Oh,
The guy that's like 6'2" and 110.
yeah. I don't see that either.
I'll show you there.
Well, I know what he looks like.
Yeah, we know what he looks like.
All right. Okay.
He's in is it Euro Trip?
Yeah.
No. It's Road Trip. Road Trip. He's in,
He's in Breaking Bad.
and he's
DJ
in.
Qualls.
Sure.
That's who she looks like.
I don't see that at all.
You also think.
do.
You also think. Who do you think? Oh, you think Stringer Bell and the coach of the Chargers look alike?
Let me look that
Who?
up.
Stringer Bell
Oh, and Anthony Lynn.
and Anthony Lynn.
Absolutely.
There's no fucking way.
Anthony Lynn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Chargers head coach, and also BBT.
That is.
Nick Saban.
How do you spell Lynn? Because I didn't. I got some old white guy.
Is it
Oh, L-Y. Could I put?
Yeah.
L-Y.
Yeah, no.
You don't think he's gonna be the next James Bond?
Nah, not quite.
Come on.
I can maybe see it with this image. Maybe. Certain
Like-
images I can kind of see it.
Like maybe in 40 years?
Yeah, we'll have to find out in a couple of years what he looks like. So what else happened in Fargo? Lester got an award, and Billy Bob Thornton is there looking old and
Just
wrinkly.
happens to be in Vegas.
Well, so I skipped a bunch of shit at the end. But I did write down the fact that she called the FBI, and it's obviously not the first time. So a year later, she's still obsessed with the case.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then it skips. I skipped a bunch of shit after that. It goes to Vegas. Lester is Insurance Man of the Year 2007. Woohoo!
Yeah.
He's there with his new wife.
Yeah, the girl that was impressed that he stapled thing 1 and thing 2.
I think her name's Linda, but I might have made that up.
Hmm.
And then after he gives his little speech, and you can tell he's a changed man.
Yeah.
He's gonna go get a little nightcap after he sees a couple girls walk by. His wife's gonna go up to the room.
Yeah.
He goes to the bar, and that's when we get the Barry crossover.
He basically becomes Hess. Not this Hess, but the Hess that gets killed, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
He's like,
We don't know that guy very
dick,
well.
sleeping with other people and not his wife, and...
But you missed the whole point. We get the Barry crossover.
Oh, Barry crossover.
Did you see who was at the table with
Was-
Billy Bob Thornton?
Was Bill Hader there?
No, but his partner was.
Oh, the guy from Dodgeball? Interesting.
Yeah. He's the guy sitting
See, if
there.
if he was holding a wrench, I might have, like... I
Not
said
that guy. He's not the guy that holds
I
the
said the
wrench.
guy from Dodgeball. Isn't he the guy, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball? Throws it?
No, he's the-
that guy died, huh?
Yeah, he's the guy that wore the weird glasses and I believe had an Asian wife that yelled at him all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
When's Barry coming back?
I don't know. I thought about that when I saw him. I was like, and then didn't he fuck Barry over at the end?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
I have to rewatch season 2 though, because I know it ended like a shootout.
So, but that's it. Billy Bob shows up again. Looks like a new dude. Looks like Billy Bob out of Armageddon.
He
or
looks
something.
like Billy Bob Thornton, but old from behind.
But I guess my question to you two is, what do you think is going to happen with old Billy Bob and Lester?
I kind of just think everyone's gonna die, and no one's gonna solve the case.
What do you think, Hess?
Or I think if they do die or something like that, she'll figure out a way to she'll know exactly what happened, but she won't be able to prove it.
Yeah, I think Molly will end up getting. She'll end up getting what she wants.
Do you think she's gonna arrest Lester and all that?
Yeah, I think Lester will end up going down for it.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel like just all those bad people are gonna, like now Lester and I almost want to call him
She's
Chuck. What's Billy Bob Thornton's name?
Malvo.
Malvo. So not Chuck at all.
No.
Lauren Malvo.
But I kind of think those people will die. Maybe they'll kill each other in a shootout or something. I don't know, but I feel something like that's gonna happen.
Okay.
So then next week we're watching the last 2.
Sure.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, bruh.
That'll be fun. We'll have a lot to talk about. Probably
Well-
less small talk at the beginning of that one.
We'll watch the last 2, and then I guess we don't have to pick a movie next week.
Yeah, because it'll just be Fargo.
That'll be Fargo. Okay.
All right. Week 14. Are you honking a horn? Are you doing
Week
anything?
14, motherfucker. Sports.
All right. Thursday night football. Patriots at Rams.
Rams. Oh, sorry.
I'll do the Rams.
I'll take the Rams as well.
Oh, look at that. We're a couple of three-peaters.
Vikings at Buccaneers.
What do Vikings sound like?
I don't know. You should pick the Pirates, though.
Oh, yeah. I always forget the Buccaneers are pirates. That doesn't sound like a pirate name. They got to be called like...
Did you not pull up the records?
No, I was just letting him do it.
Okay.
Pardon me, matey. I'll pick the Buccaneers because they're going to fuck up those Vikings that I don't know what they sound like.
I don't know what Vikings do sound like.
I feel like they're just a lot
Can
of
you make a noise?
I
Jesus.
feel like that's a Viking.
I don't want to do that, so I'll pick the Buccaneers.
I mean, what
Matey.
does your pirate sound like?
Oh, he's a mute.
Oh, so he's like...
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Vikings.
What would you do in sign language to like make it sound like pirate? I guess you'd have to just keep doing... What would be arg? Whatever. Like arg. And
I don't
like-
know.
and
I don't know sign language.
And
so how
then
would
say
I-
what you're going to do and then go like arg again, you know?
Something wrong with that guy.
Unbelievable. I took the Vikings. Cardinals at Giants.
I'm going to do the Giants. For all my White Walkers out there.
I'm going to do the Giants as well.
For all your White Walkers?
Yep.
I'm going to take the Cardinals.
Oh, he's not even wearing a Cardinals hat today. He's got a D-backs.
Chiefs at Dolphins.
What's up, Chief? How you doing over there, Chief?
Not much, Chief.
I'm picking the Chiefs, as you can tell.
I'm taking the Chiefs as well.
Oh, what's up, Chief?
Me too.
We'll see how good I do this week. Now, look, usually I kind of go against their scores like a normal person would. This week I'm wild carding it.
Wild card.
But I seem to be picking the same thing as you guys, so maybe I've just learned.
Maybe.
Titans at Jaguars.
Made a mistake there.
I picked the Titans a lot. I feel like switching it up a bit.
Well, the Jaguars have won one game, so good luck. I'll take the Titans.
Maybe this could be their second game.
Maybe.
Never
Or
know.
They almost beat the Vikings yesterday.
I'll take the Titans as well. Cowboys at Bengals.
This is a fucking good game right here. I'm kidding.
I'll pick the Cowboys for Tim the Tatman, but they're probably going to lose.
I'll take the Cowboys, too, because the Bengals suck.
Is it for Tim the Tatman?
No, I don't give a fuck about that guy.
Wow, that's kind of rude.
Wouldn't know him if he came in here and blew me.
I'll take the Cowboys.
You wouldn't even like, well, this dude's blowing me. He's got a bunch of tattoos, and Drum seems surprised. So maybe it's Tim.
I'm like, why is he streaming this?
Pretty much. Texans at Bears.
I'm going to pick the Bears for Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'm going to pick the Texans because they passed on Deshaun Watson.
Not for, like, Jeff?
No.
I'm going to take the Texans as well. Broncos at Panthers.
Another
I'm going to pick the Broncos because I think those trucks will just go right through all those Panthers. You could have 100 Panthers in the road and just doot with the Bronco.
They're horses.
Though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm picking it for the trucks.
Yeah, but they don't have trucks on the side of their helmet. They
Fuck
have
horses. They should, though.
horses.
They should, and get some branding.
The Broncos are just coming back now. We need to make some real money so we can get a Bronco.
Did you hear
Panthers.
that?
No.
That was my stomach yelling at me.
You hungry?
I am a little bit. I ate some oatmeal this morning, and that was it. I had oatmeal and a post-workout drink.
It's fucking 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I know. I got to eat something.
Jesus. Panthers.
Well, yeah, I took them Panthers as well. Jets, Seahawks.
I'll pick the Jets. I think they'll just ply right through all those birds.
Hey, I don't remember. How many wins do the Jets have this year?
0?
Okay. I'll take the Seahawks.
Hey, like I said for the
Jaguars.
Jaguars.
They're gonna win their second in that same week. The Jets are gonna win their first.
Yeah, it'll be a different kind of week for football. I'll tell you right here, don't you know?
You know what's funny? It probably's gonna happen now that I gave you so much shit for it. That's
Probably.
usually the way it works.
You Rams fuck.
You a fucking alien Santa.
Yeah, exactly, bitch.
Kermit the fucking frog.
I'll Kermit your fucking frog.
Probably.
That's
right in the
awesome.
ass.
Would Kermit the Frog and you me putting my hand in your butt and making it work like a puppet?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
I took the Seahawks. Colts at Raiders.
I'll do Raiders. Hopefully, eventually they can find their last arc
Colts.
for Colton Dunn.
For Philip Rivers.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Colts as well. Washington football team at San Francisco 49ers.
49ers, baby.
49ers, baby.
Fuck the Washington football team and their dumb logo and dumb name.
Yeah.
Hopefully they lose their game to the Steelers, too.
You take 49ers too? Nick, yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, just making sure.
The Steelers are winning 14-3.
Good.
I'm going to take the 49ers. Saints at Eagles.
I'll pick Saints.
I'll pick.
Because I'm St. Jerome, you know.
Wow.
You at least told my grandmother that.
I'm taking the Saints, too.
Me as well. Falcons, Chargers.
Falcons for the Winter Soldier.
God, I don't even know who to pick in this game. They both fucking suck.
Do you just do Falcons like me?
Who'd you take? Falcons?
Yeah.
Chargers.
Oh, what a dick.
I'm siding with Jerome.
Oh,
Take
good.
Falcons.
See, Hess knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. They've never blown a lead before.
Packers at Lions.
Packers for Mima.
Packers for Marsha.
Packers for Jackson.
Packers for Abby.
Yeah,
Abby.
Abby. Yeah.
Oh, he likes Abby more than Jackson.
Usually he picks against the Packers. And then tries to make it quiet so she can't hear.
He's like, I'm going to pick the Packers.
Jerome, next Sunday night, I think you are going to have to watch some football.
All right, we'll see.
This is the dilemma I was talking to you
My
about.
dilemma.
The
Okay.
Pittsburgh Steelers at the Buffalo Bills.
Wow. Well, see, normally I pick both these teams, so I'm gonna have to go with the Buffalo Bills to stick with my word for them going to the Super Bowl.
The Steelers could be 12-0 going in this game.
Yeah, exactly. Also, this goes against a couple weeks ago when I said I picked the Steelers because they always win and made fun of Hess.
Yeah.
So now I want them to lose. So now I'm with Hess, and I want the Steelers to lose.
I'm gonna take the Steelers.
I probably should, but I gotta stick with my word.
Okay. It should be a good game. I'm actually looking forward to it.
I'm going to take the Bills.
That's the biggest surprise yet.
See, Hess knows what he's talking about.
The Monday night matchup, you have the Ravens at the Browns.
I'll do Browns.
God, I guess I'll take the fucking Browns.
Who's that?
Brown.
Girl.
It's just
Hess?
Yeah, I
It's
don't want
Hess.
to take the Browns, but I'm going to.
Well, at least we all took them,
And
so
that-
if they lose, it doesn't matter.
And that's it. And that's week 14 in a nutshell there, fuck boy.
That's it, baby girls. We'll inform you next week if I watch football or not.
You won't.
Maybe I will. Who knows?
There's no fucking way.
Maybe you'll be like, hey, you wanna
Turn off the camera?
no,
Twice?
you wanna you'll like sweet talk me with like a nice snack or something. And you'll be like, come.
Hi, this is Bolt Security calling regarding.
Robert.
Maybe
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. They called me the other morning because my boss set off the fucking alarm like a ding dong.
No, like a
And,
Twinkie?
They call me and I tell them the password, and they go, "That's not the right password."
You're like, bullshit, I got
I
that
go-
shit on video.
I go, well, it hasn't changed, so I don't know what to tell you. So I show up. There's like 3 fucking cop cars there. It's 4:40 in the morning. Pitch black out in the middle of nowhere. Fucking 3 cops just fucking with their fucking LED lights all blazing and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Was your password right?
According to them, no, but it's Robert, and it always has been.
That's funny. So if they call again now, if it happened right now, the password wouldn't work.
Yeah, I missed the phone call.
That's interesting.
So I don't know.
Now he's
I
gonna go
have
Ford.
fucking-
Now it's gonna be Ford.
Maybe you should have said Robert.
Yeah, maybe it's the way you said it. They're
You
like,
should change it to Jesus.
I even spelled it out for the bitch.
Jesus.
that's funny.
Yeah, because sometimes people, for whatever reason, they think they can't understand.
She's
it,
like,
so
she's
I'll
like,
be like,
Mahomes?
Oh, I hear you
Yeah.
on that one, big dog. I hear you barking,
Yeah.
big dog.
yeah. So
Any last things before I wrap up this hot dog stand?
No.
Hey Hess, I got one question for you, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay? Who killed
Here we
JFK?
God damn it, Lee Harvey Oswald.
Wow.
That means he's learned
have a
something
winner.
from this podcast.
Or
That's right.
he has Google in front of him. Real quick.
He can't type that fast.
Wait, his dick can though. So
Mm.
on the keyboard in front of him.
He's a dick typer?
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We'll catch you next week with the finale of Fargo Season 1. And then we start our adventure into movies. So please like, subscribe, comment down below if you think Hess looks sexy now and you're going to be diddling yourself to him all night. And see you guys next time.
Peace.